councilors. May vice officer dito, may no? Ito, doktora. Doktor. The 150th regular session of the Sanggunian Bayan of Ipil is hereby called to order. Before we proceed, let's sing the Philippine national anthem and followed of the prayer. May I request Honorable Muhammad to lead the prayer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Rabbana ighfir lana dzunubana wa israfana fi amrina wa tsabbit aqdamana wansurna 'alal qaumil kafirin. Wa sallallahu ala khairil sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallim walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, kaya sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang binirang, kuyak ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka masisigiw, sa nagalang tugon sa simoy at sa langit mo bangaw, ay hinanang tulagaw, isang paglayang minamahal, ang isang lang patawad mo'y tagumpay na nagkikinig, mapituwid at araw niya kailan pang ay magkikinig, lumanang araw ng walang pagsingka, buhay langit sa piling mo, ang inigaya na pagmay pangakit, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
The Councilors League. I am a Philippine councilor mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances that redound to the general welfare of my constituents in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I believe in public service above self as the guiding principle of my official acts, and as I heed the pathways of local legislation, may the Almighty guide my mind and heart, and shall be true to my constituents and the Filipino people. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Hello. Okay, good morning to everyone. Welcome to the 150th regular session. Present for today's regular session, and it's obvious that only 5 of you are present. We have Honorable Elias Dangpalan, Honorable Dayan Catalunya, Honorable Serafino Ramos, Honorable Roy Andy Oligario, and we have Honorable Alhapid Muhammad. On record, there are only 5, sir. We are not yet in quorum.
Since we are not in quorum, I declare that we have a 15 minutes recess. Pilay ko sa? Oh, doon.
Naman strict si Officer Pao.
Mori mo to si
At saka, ang saman mo, Ano sa inyong biyahis Cagayan, sir?
Oh, okay ra.
Ano sa inyong nadawat dito?
Kuha, start. Kwarta po. Susi mo yung dito. Susi.
Ah, gamay ako.
Panding dito.
Daghan. Daghan mo.
Tumagal na po. 14, mga 14, palpit ng turo. Ano? Provincial guys. Para 16 palpit. Nakasuro-suro ko. Dahil yan.
August, ito, sa August kan ni Butuan Siargao. Wala ko, yeah. That's August 26 to the 8. Karon, kan ni June 3 to 6, Bagyo, wala ko ni Adto. Nagbahang si Mayor Magalong. Nagbahang si Mayor Magalong. Bagyo. Karon, 3 to 6. Yun 3 to 6. Pero, kan, Butuan Siargao.
to defer?
No. Move. Honorable Chair, may I repeat? I move for the adoption of the order of business for today.
Second, Your Honor.
So it has been moved and seconded, and the order of business is by approved.
Honorable Chair, I move for the suspension of the rule to accommodate our visitor.
The rule is suspended.
We have here one visitor, Honorable Chair, in person of Al-Shaima.
So Madam
Please,
Alzheimer,
please take the rostrum.
you have the floor.
Hello. One of my favorite quote from Aristotle says that the essence of life is to serve others and do good. Standing in front of you is Miss Alshama Eitangilul, and together with me is Miss Hanan Samsuya, and we are level 4 medical students from Ateneo de Zamboanga University, School of Medicine, a mission-driven and socially accountable medical education with its mission to provide solution to the health problems of southwestern Mindanao and beyond. So at this juncture, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone, especially the Sangguniang Bayan, for having us today and giving us the opportunity to speak. So, Mr. Chair, I would like to start this agenda by presenting to you the community health problems of our community, which is Barangay Lumbia, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. So we have 3 identified community health problems, namely high number of uncontrolled hypertension, followed by lack of an organized health emergency response, and improper solid waste management. At this agenda, we are going to focus on the lack of an organized health emergency response, with a general objective to enhance the health emergency preparedness and response capacity of Barangay Lumbia in the provision of basic health emergency services by the year 2025, with the following specific objectives. So this community health plan was implemented because of the following cues. Number 1, no emergency vehicle transport. Second, no unified health referral system. Third, there is limited emergency equipment in the barangay and insufficient medications for health emergencies. And lastly, there is no trained personnel for health emergencies. So, since 2023, we are assigned in Barangay Lumbia, and the following slides will show you the accomplishments of our team. So, from February 2023 up to the present, here are the list of the accomplishments of our team. So currently, last May 31, 2025, we conducted a fun run entitled Lumbia Lumba 2025 Dagan para sa Kauswagan. So this is actually a fundraising activity so that we can procure the BHERT vehicle, which will be discussed in the later slides of my presentation. So the following are the accomplishments and activities of our group. So together with the SK of Barangay Lumbia, we can say that we successfully raised the fund for the BHERT vehicle of this CHP. So as you can see, we submitted a letter to your office, to your good office, so that we could propose this BHERT vehicle. So, in addition, as mentioned, a fundraising activity in the form of fun run was conducted, and all of the proceeds were directed to this project. However, we are here knocking in your good office so that we can still give an additional financial assistance to cover this proposed BHERT vehicle. So, so for our team, together, we are here to have sustainability resilience for a healthier Barangay Lumbia. So that would be all. Thank you for listening. Daghang salamat. Thank you po.
What's the pleasure of the body?
Honorable Chair, I speak.
Yes. You are recognized.
Honorable Chair, I move that Honorable Catalonia be recognized.
Before that, we'll acknowledge the presence of Honorable Cathedral Trixie Malalot.
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable
Yes.
Catalonia.
Prior to referring this to specific committee, may we ask our visitors, the medical students, to regarding the proposed vehicle as to what are inyong programs or design in terms of the inyong proposed na vehicle. As you put their ambulance, you know ambulance is very tedious and they need DOH accreditation. So we might have very, very difficult one when it comes to proposing this vehicle. So can you be more specific as to what are ang inyong proposed na plans into the vehicle?
Yes po, Doc. Thank you po. Regarding for the proposed vehicle, actually, Doc, because we have limited funds, we are planning to just take a second-hand vehicle. Although we have raised some funds before, since limited siya, so yun na lang po. And we have already a projected vehicle in mind. The reason why we're here is we just need additional funds for the customization of it, so that kahit yung proposed vehicle po kasi para siyang ganyan din talaga yung itsura, except that wala siyang atip, wala siyang seats, hindi siya in conformity na parang di pa siya masyadong safe kumbaga. So because of that, we just need the additional funds po for that.
In terms of what's inside the vehicle, mga equipments,
The barangay actually have already, Doc, we did an inventory about that. If we can still have additional funds, we will provide maybe a bag for that. But the purpose of this po, Doc, is actually aside from transport po talaga, and then we will equip them naman po based on sa ano yung list ng barangay na meron. So far po, we have already the inventory of the equipments. We just need this one for the final one, Doc, para ma-polish yung referral system na ginawa namin from the barangay since we arrived there po.
have you talked with the specific committee, the health committee sa barangay with regards to this project?
We coordinated na po, Doc. Actually, the barangay already knows about this, and we also reached for organizations that would actually provide a good vehicle, so like in a form of donation. But unfortunately po, we were not able to have a positive feedback around it. So this was the backup po for that, an alternative for that. But if in case po na hindi namin ma-achieve to, because of the limited funds, we will still coordinate with the barangay as to how we can still make the plan successful by tapping maybe other organizations for that po.
Do you have specific patient in mind na makagamit sa vehicle, or is this for all?
Most of the ano po kasi yung when we were there, the one recorded, we have our logbook po for all the emergencies. We have trauma patient, VA patient, and pregnant patient po, Doc. Kasi most of the time when we had an FGD with the healthcare there, they have a cases of home deliveries, and one of the reasons that was mentioned is because of the vehicle, the transport. One of the reasons lang po. Although what they have is they usually coordinate and call, but yung the point there po, Doc, is because of the time, most of the time na yung ma-reach pa yung area at that time was mga around 15 minutes po darating, provided pa kung available yung makokol po.
So the target population or the target patients would be trauma
Trauma, yes.
Pregnant?
Yes po.
So,
And hypertensive
Emergencies.
and yes po, because we already have before cases of hypertensive emergency wherein we really had difficulty po of transporting.
And have you all also coordinated with the barangay as to the certain individual nga ang magamit sa inyong vehicle for proper carrying there after you endorse it to the barangay?
For that one po, Doc, if we were able to do this, we plan to make a memorandum of understanding between the barangay so that we really have a clear picture as to how they will use the vehicle and have an talk with them about it po. Pero we already initially po alam naman nila po yung plan. Opo.
So target amount na to make this project become a reality and target date.
For our projected vehicle, Doc, when we went to a shop po, the one that they gave us was 40K for the vehicle. And
Second hand.
Second hand po.
Okay.
The vehicle is in a form of yung ganyan siya, Doc, pero yung parang pag-delivery ng to be. Parang isang ganyan talaga siya, Doc. But then wala siyang atip. And then so our funds, although we solicited, we already gave fund runs, it was not enough to cover that. So
How about the customization? Di ba you mentioned about customization?
Yes po,
So
Doc.
what is the amount?
We projected po around 10K, Doc.
So 50 all in all.
Yes po, Doc. So that's the one we are soliciting only, Doc.
And when is your target?
The target po, once we already have the money, well, we can go there po. And
No date?
target
you have to have a
date.
date. Kailan kayo matatapos?
We will end po by July 27. Our batch will end. We will have a disengagement in the community. So our target date as much as possible, June 30 po, meron na, Doc. So that we can also monitor and really discuss the things that we still need to be done for it to have also maintenance po, Doc, on their part.
Sige.
Thank you po.
Okay,
Mr.
thank
Chair.
you.
Mr. Chair, with the
Honorable Katif.
thank you, Mr. Chair, with the concern of our medical students, no, of the Ateneo de Zamboanga University, which is being delegated in the Barangay Lumbia, to further discuss that matter, Mr. Chair, because stricto ang DOH in terms of calling that vehicle an ambulance, no? They have their criteria. I move, Mr. Chair, that matter be further discussed with the Committee on Health, Mr. Chair. If Honorable Catalunya is amenable on that.
So we refer that matter to the Committee on Health.
Thank you, ma'am.
Honorable Chair, this matter had been referred to the Committee on Health, and I also wish to remind the Committee on Health about the safety of the vehicle. Is this approved by an mechanical engineer? Kasi baka mabalintong eh. Emergency vehicle gana.
That will be further discussed, as I have emphasized on my opening statement. Now, when you get an ambulance, the age is very strict in terms of accreditation. Why I was very specific in terms of the build, what's the programs and the equipments of facilities inside the vehicle. Okay, number one, that would be an issue. But if we will further discuss regarding that matter. But maybe also with the incoming Congresswoman, she also have I think a budget for each barangay. So we don't want an overlap of the project. No, so anyway, we will discuss it further with the committee. Thank you.
I hope the Honorable Chamber would not get me wrong. I'm just concerned for public safety.
I
For public
appreciate it.
safety.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Salamat. Are there any visitors?
Thank you very much, medical student, for extending your help and assistance to the municipality of Ipil. Thank you.
So let's proceed. Madam Secretary.
Is there any other visitor? Please raise your hand. Tibak.
Murag wala man.
Since there's no more visitor, Honorable Chair, I move for that this session be back in order. Back to
So
order.
back to order. Madam Secretary.
We are now on
We are now
privilege
on
hour,
privilege
Honorable
hour.
Chair.
Is there anybody who wants to deliver privilege speech? Wala. Ako next time na ko mo atag privilege speech before end of my term. I also will proceed to Madam Secretary.
Next agenda. Honorable Chair, I move to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous session and at the same time move for its approval. I so move, Honorable Chair.
So it has been moved and seconded. Was there anyone who second?
Second, Your Honor.
Second. So dispense the reading the minutes of the previous session. So approved.
Back to Madam Secretary.
Okay, for the reference of business calendar and first reading under the ordinances and resolutions from barangays, we have resolution number 102-05, series of 2025 of Barangay Veterans Village. We have here resolution to follow up the request to address the flooding issue in Purok Bagong Silang Veterans Village beside Eric Cerilia's residence caused by a closed drainage system which continues to pose flooding risk, health hazards, and inconvenience to the community, especially students of Luis Ruiz Elementary School. If you remember, they came here last session.
Duty leader. What is your recommendation? Dire na sila ito previous session. Pero kay tama kurong. So we'll repair this to the Committee on Rules and Ordinances. Repair to the Committee on Rules.
Mr. Chair, before that matter be referred to the Committee on Rules, this is an immediate. It needs immediate action, Mr. Chair. I think it is not. It will not be referred to the Committee on Rules, Mr. Chair. It will be referred to the Committee on Peace and Order, the local disaster risk management committee. Kay flooding ang ginisgutan, and it's been a long issue with the barangay Veterans Village. It was not properly tackled, Mr. Chair. It was not properly referred before on their request regarding this so-called flooding in Purok Bagong Silang. It just so happened that it needs an immediate action, Mr. Chair, not only on this honorable chamber, but of course immediate response from the local government unit of Ipil. Let this matter, Mr. Chair, be referred to the Committee on Peace and Order and the Committee on Local Disaster Risk Management, Mr. Chair. Not for rules. The Committee on Rules has nothing to do with this, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
So the matters should be referred to the Committee on Peace and Order and Local Risk Disaster. Eldrin.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Catherine.
for just for our inquiry, as this was previously referred to the barangay, may we also know what was the action taken by the barangay regarding this matter?
May I ask the chair, is there any recommendation from the barangay concerned?
Before that, Mr. Chair, with my, may I speak, Mr. Chair? With my fresh recollection, there was a resolution before urging the Committee on Health, no? Tapos, it was returned back kay flooding man to ang concern, dili man to ang health. So, nibalik ni siya nga problema karon because of the heavy rains, no, nga na experience sa lungsod sa Ipil. Then, last Wednesday, the barangay officials of the said barangay veterans village was present discussing the matter, but that was not officially recorded. With this, Mr. Chair, to further discuss this matter and further matagaan og time ang ato ang barangay officials, barangay veterans village cannot solve this alone without the kaning support sa ato ang local government unit, of which it needs an immediate action, Mr. Chair, from this local government unit. So earlier, this humble representation had moved that this matter be referred to the Committee on Peace and Order and LDRIM, Mr. Chair, for proper action.
Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Kate.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Bob.
Can I speak, Honorable Chair? Since this matter need immediate action, and legislation could only, this honorable chamber could only be of help if there is any legislation needed to solve the problem. So with this, what we need is action. So to be more more direct, Honorable Chair, I think this matter should be referred to the office of our Honorable Mayor for immediate action.
Mr. Chair.
And if there is any need for legislation, I think the office of the Mayor could refer it back to the Sanggunian Bayan for proper action, for proper legislation that is needed to aid the concern or the problem for the solution of the problem.
Mr. Chair.
Honorable
Mr. Chair.
Kate.
We note the concern of the Honorable Bob Chong being the chairperson of the Committee on Peace and Order and Local Disaster Risk Management. But then, Mr. Chair, the presiding officer had already ruled that that matter be referred to the Committee on Peace and Order. To note, Mr. Chair, that to make this matter, to take this matter with immediate resolution, Mr. Chair, immediate response from the local government unit. The Committee on Peace and Order and the same time the chairperson of the Committee on Local Disaster Risk Management, shall we say, shall spearhead, no? Nga mo approach dito sa ato ang opisina sa local chief executive. Kay kung kita lang din sa Sangguniang Bayan mo pasa og resolution, it might be, no? Na dili ko wala ko nag I will not put kanibitang conclusion nga kinahanglan jud ang ato ang committee sa Peace and Order and LDRIM maoy mo approach sa local chief executive o sa office of the local chief executive para naa siya immediate nga response kani proper and immediate then kana yung outright response ba from the office of the local chief executive. If you will just make a resolution requesting the office of the municipal mayor nga muhatag og kaning immediate action ani who will made the follow up. So it is just and but proper, Mr. Chair, that this matter shall be referred to the Committee on Peace and Order and Local Disaster Risk, of which the presiding officer had already ruled earlier, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. May I also
That's why, Honorable
make
Chair.
a comments?
That's why, Honorable Chair, I need a hard copy of the I need a hard copy from the affected residents and ask them kung say gusto nilang solution so that we can solve.
And
I
that's
can
your
call
call.
a meeting.
And that's already your call, Honorable Bob Chong, being the chairperson of that particular committee. And it is now your call to call the attention of Barangay Veterans Village and also the hard copy of this resolution, then the actual, para mabisitaan tong actual jud dito nga area sa Purok Bagong Silang.
May I ask the Madam Secretary if there's any copy of the concern of Barangay Veteran Village? Para magamit na to.
Oh, i-refer
Okay.
na sa imo niya.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you can refer it to the Committee on Peace and Order.
So actually, I visited the area.
Kay lisod man gud nga
Yesterday.
kay lisod man gud mag-istorya ra ta unya walay hard copy sa sa
Mr.
concern.
Chair, can I move for a 5 minutes recess?
5 minutes recess.
Hello. Okay, so under the proposed resolutions for consideration, we have one. This is the draft resolution sponsored by Honorable Serafin Ramos. Resolution requesting Honorable Amina Pangandaman, DBM Secretary, to allocate funding in the amount of 54,446,000 for the construction concreting of road at Barangay Veterans Village, this municipality.
Thank you. May I request Honorable Kate Toralba to take over my post temporarily because I will sponsor a resolution.
Mr. Chair, could you, if you mind, just appoint another member of this honorable chamber because I will go through with the discussion of this particular resolution, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Isa may ito ito. Sige naman si Honorable
Mega.
Muhammad. Honorable Mega. Yes. Honorable Mega. Ha? Di, kadiyo trabitaw. Ako lang nabasawa na yun. Igo lang kamulingkod na.
Igor mo siyang mukha. Igor ka mo rol.
Resolution. I have here a resolution.
Proceed, Honorable Ramos.
So a resolution requesting Honorable Amina F. Pangandaman, Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management, to allocate and release fund assistance to the LGU of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, in amount of 30 million pesos for the constructions and concreting of a 1.2 kilometers undeveloped barangay road at Porok Veterans, Barangay Veterans Village, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Whereas the open road located at Porok Veterans, Barangay Veterans Village, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, connecting to the junction of the concrete Ipil-Lumbia Road with an estimated length of 1.2 kilometers remain rough and undeveloped for years and cannot be used by four wheels vehicle. Whereas Porok Veterans of Barangay Village Veterans of Barangay Veterans Village, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, has a population of approximately 1,500 residents who are mostly farmers producing rubber, copra, palay, and corn, and other root crops and livestock. Whereas the young family members of the said Porok attend elementary school and high school in the barangay center and in the town proper, which require them hours of travel. Whereas, due to the road's terrible condition, the only means of transportation plying the road to transport people and haul agricultural products are motorcycles, which, apart from being not dependable and risky to passengers, fares are also exceptionally high. Whereas, to provide relief to the suffering of our constituencies in the area and ease the flow of people and goods, the immediate proper development and concreting of this road is imperative. Whereas it has been the clamor of the residents in the area that government provide them with this much needed infrastructure. Whereas Section 17 of the Local Government Code mandates LGOs, among others, to provide basic services to its citizens such as infrastructures, which includes roads and bridges. Whereas the LGU of Ipil is presently not in the financial position to respond to this particularly funding need due to its other priority expenditures. Now, therefore, I move for the approval of this proposed resolution. So move, Mr. Chair.
Before
Second.
Lulis Candida Promotor Alba.
Any
So,
discussion?
Any
Discussion.
discussion?
Discussion. Mr. Chair.
Honorable Chair.
I would like to ask the proponent, the good gentleman, Honorable Ramos, if I heard it right, the exact amount,
54 million? How about the exact amount, Honorable Ramos?
because
Okay,
in our order of business, Mr. Chair, it is 54,446,000.
Kanahinging og 34 million.
54, 54.
34 million.
30 to
800,000.
34.
Supposed to be Barangay Road from Taway to Klima, Muninia. Pero kining gi-propose karon, akong gatuan din dito. Akong gatuan. So imo na ko nga dili kay 34 million kay ang nabutang mo dito duha ka area. Kung gingaw na nato sa kapitan na dili pwede manghimo tag resolution. One resolution into areas. Kung okay siya atong gi-split niya. So karon nano pwede ay nga susubi 34 million 800,000 road from Taway to Klima mo niya. So ato na po letap na next session siguro will
So your resolution is 30 million
30 million sa
addressed to the DBM Secretary, Honorable Amina F. Pangandaman.
54 million dito. Katong giingon ni kapitan. Na duha ka area ba kanilain na po ni sir.
So we will just as a copy. We will ask our Sanggunian Secretary if what's really the exact amount that is being requested.
So the proposal of Barangay Captain Patiño for ito 54 million.
Do they have a resolution from the barangay, Honorable Ramos?
Ato mong giingon ako nga dili pwede nga 54 lagi mo na nga ako gi. Sayo pa rin. We'll prepare separate resolution. Separate resolution for Barangay Taway to Klima Road equivalent to 24,800. Pero ako pan-verify yun dito.
Asa na mo i-verify, sir?
Atuon ako na. Para itong mo na ako.
With that huge amount, do they have already the proposed program?
Ibalo mo kanin barangay. Propose sila. There is no supporting documents. There's no supporting documents. We just estimate.
Oh. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it this way. Do they have a resolution requesting an endorsement from the Sangguniang Bayan of their proposed resolution in Barangay Veterans Village, or you just do it as a concern Sangguniang Bayan for the Barangay Veterans Village?
What the Sangguniang Bayan, Sangguniang Veterans Village propose to a resolution.
Okay.
Stating here na they will request 54 million, 54, 54,446,000 for the concreting of veterans village of the road.
Was it endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan
Oh, gipon rin,
for possible action?
pero according to the Vice Mayor, atong kuan, kanang ang ingon niya, gi-istoryahan ko ni Ma'am Kuan, gapon na it should be kita kuno dire ang mohimo o resolution.
Pero naa sila request, sir. Naa sila request sa resolution.
Address to kuan, yung budget, Department of Budget, address to Department of Budget.
Is that resolution, sir, addressed to
Barangay.
Sangguniang Bayan?
Wala, ang resolution is addressed to Honorable Amina Pangandiman, Secretary Budget. Pero di kape parne siguro.
So they need a support from the Sangguniang Bayan, but that resolution, although addressed to Secretary Pangandaman, was it endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan para na i-support ang Sangguniang Bayan sa maong resolution?
Mo ni akong kahang klaro niya kung this resolution was already forwarded to the Secretary Budget, kung wala ba? Apo kay ba?
Mr. Chair, can we pause for 3 minutes? 3 minutes recess, Mr. Chair.
Boss, direct,
Kani?
direct to boss.
Uh, back to order,
Back to order
Mr.
now.
Chair.
Back to order.
For the continuation of the discussion, I would like to ask, why not from the DPWH atong i-request ni? Ngano man directly from the Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management. O unsa bay what's the story behind why we directly request Honorable Pangandaman to fund the concreting of road of Barangay Veterans Village?
I will ask Honorable Ramos.
Very good. Public Works. Murag malangan gyud. We address our request for funding direct to the budget kasi sila mo ginagpakpata ng kwarta god.
Honorable Ramos, what is your...
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
with the proposed resolution of Honorable Ramos, we will proceed, Mr. Chair. Kung unsa man ang mga kulang, we will just ask the barangay to support para sa atong supporting documents nga kinanglan. Anyway, this is the request of Honorable Vice Mayor, and it was coursed through to Honorable Ramos. So kung unsa man kon, anyway, this is just only a request. Kung unsa mga kulang, ilaman ang ipa-secure, no, ang mga documents nga mga kulang. Mr. Chair, I would like to ask Honorable Ramos, kung na ba initial gihimo ang barangay ani, na ba sila during sa ilang session, na ba sila resolution ani, request ang ato ang support. Nana, sir.
This
Resolution
was referred to me.
Okay.
Gi-refer sa ako na pahimo ang resolution according to Vice Mayor na pahimo ang resolution nga kitay mo muhimo.
With that resolution of Barangay Veterans Village that was directly addressed to you.
No. Wala may official communication with respect to this resolution. It was only the Vice
Okay.
communicated to
Yes.
staff na kinalan.
No,
Back to order na.
back to order na.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Toralba.
can I request a 1-minute recess?
Yes, 1 minute recess.
Para atong makubanit sa nimbrito kay sige tagang instruction dayan. Sige ning. Last turning. Naman ta sa kwan ato. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Wait, Honorable Ramos. Honorable Toraba?
Oh,
Any?
na naman ta sa discussion.
Okay.
So, any more discussion? Wala na.
Discussion? Any suggestion? Discussion?
Honorable Chair, recess for 1 minute.
Recess. 1 minute.
Wala pa? Wala pa, sir. Gamit ang mic, sir. Para
Meeting mic, sir.
Chair, I would like to withdraw my resolution just presented.
Any objection? If there's none, the motion of Honorable Ramos is approved.
Motion withdrawn.
Yeah.
Wala na nakalina.
Yes.
Other matters?
Back to Madam Secretary.
Mr. Chair, we are
Proceed.
now on other communications. We have here the annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangays Tiayon, Logan, Suclema, and SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Suclema, supplemental budget number 1 of Lumbia.
Honorable Chair, I move that this item be referred to Committee on Appropriation.
Yan ang sa kay mo-present mo kung
Other
ano
matters,
ang
sir?
resolution niya. So, you will just
Report.
Refer to the Committee of
Appropriation.
Appropriation.
Item B, we have here the communication from Mr. Felix Badon Menro requesting for an amendment of SB Resolution number 5-514-2024, particularly the date from a resolution approving the 10-year updated Ecological Solid Waste Management Plan 2024-2034 of the Municipality of Ipil to a resolution approving the 10-year updated Ecological Solid Waste Management Plan 2025-2034 of the Municipality of Ipil.
Any question, discussion, amendment?
Right now. Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Catalonia.
as this concerns the Committee on Environment, I move for a resolution amending the national solid waste management. I move for a resolution updating the 10-year ecological solid waste management plan from 2024 to 2034 to 2025 to 2034 for the municipality of Ipil, Mr. Chair.
Any objection? Discussion? If there's none, motion to approve.
Item E. Oh, naman eh. This was already discussed. Why now the committee report?
We are on committee report. Is
Mr.
there
Chair.
any member of this honorable chamber who has committee? Honorable Chair, I move that Honorable Toralba be recognized.
Honorable Toralba. Honorable Ramos. I relinquish my chair. Oh. Okay. Committee report. Post to bill to committee report. Honorable Catalonia, committee report.
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Committee report number 577, a committee referral as regards to the complaint against electrical engineer from the office of the building official engineer Juliette Lumantao. The committee findings, upon thorough review, the committee finds that the matter referred to us is not within the jurisdiction of the Committee on Good Governance, as it fails under the purview of the executive department. The nature of the complaints involved administrative or personnel concerns which are properly addressed through executive and internal grievances mechanism and not through legislative action. Recommendations there we refer this committee to Committee on Grievances in respect of the proper processes and delineation of functions. The committee recommends that the complaint be formally endorsed to the Committee on Grievances, which is the appropriate body to evaluate and act on such matter. We likewise recommend for reorganization in light of rising concerns and dissatisfaction expressed by employees, and to promote transparency, fairness, and due process in addressing grievances between employees, supervisors, and management. The committee recommends a review and reorganization of the Committee on Grievances. The aim is to strengthen its composition, improve internal procedures, and ensure that all parties are given equal opportunity to be heard. Suggested course of action: formally refer the complaint to the executive department through the Committee on Grievances, and recommend to the head of the agency or concerned executive authority the initiation of a review and organization of the Committee on Grievances. I recommend for the adoption of committee number 577, Mr. Chair. Adoption. I move for the adoption of committee report number 577, Mr. Chair.
I second to that motion, Mr. Chair.
Uno, second. Refer to the Committee of Grievance.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Order to
As regards the complaint regarding Engineer Juliette Lumantao, I move that this matter be referred to Committee on Grievances.
any second?
I second, Mr. Chair.
May I request because
Mr. Chair. Honorable Ramos.
Sa mayor, sa executive, sir. That's why it was mentioned here, executive department.
Seconded Honorable Palalon is now approved. Next committee.
Committee report number 578, a committee referral as regards to the request from the fire station for a resolution interposing no objection for the cutting of 2 acacia trees located at Barangay Poblacion, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, to give way for the construction of new Ipil Municipal Fire Station. A committee meeting together with the Senro representatives, Menro Mr. Felix Badon, Junior and newly installed Fire Marshal Attorney Herman Ting, and the project manager, Mr. Dennis Palalon, was conducted last May 23, 2025 at the ESPN Session Hall. The findings are the following. A joint tree profiling was conducted by the Office of the Community Environment and Natural Resources and the Office of the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources. The assessment revealed that the presence of 2 mature acacia trees estimated to be about 50 years old, both in prime health. These trees are located within the premises of the old Municipal Hall grounds in Poblacion Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, specifically within the area where a fire station project has been proposed. A new fire station building has been approved for construction by the appropriate national agency and is to be built on a donated lot within the aforementioned premises. Following a series of consultation and deliberations, the committee has taken into careful considerations the imperative of public safety and the need to comply with existing environmental laws and policies concerning the cutting, trimming, and pruning of naturally growing and planted trees. In light of the findings, this committee respectfully recommends the following. 1. Pruning and trimming only. The 2 acacia trees should be preserved. Only the branches that encroach upon the proposed construction area of the fire station or those that pose a potential hazard to public safety should be subjected to pruning or trimming. This action ensures that the development and environmental preservation can coexist. Number 2, strict supervision and compliance. The pruning or trimming activities must be carried out under the strict supervision of the CENRO and MENRO with the active assistance of the local Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office to ensure technical accuracy and adherence to environmental laws and safety protocols. Number 3, preservation signage and monitoring. To reinforce public awareness and long-term tree conservation, we recommend the installation of appropriate signage identifying the trees as heritage or protected assets. Periodic health monitoring should also be instituted to ensure their continued vitality. Number 4, integration into landscape design. We encourage the design team of the fire station project to incorporate these acacia trees into the landscape architecture as iconic feature of the site, promoting a balance between infrastructure development and natural heritage. Hence, the committee firmly believes that with proper planning and responsible action, infrastructure development can proceed without compromising environmental stewardship. The recommended course of action seeks to harmonize public safety, developmental goals, and preservation of our natural heritage. I move for the adoption of Committee Report number 578, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Seconded by Raul Apid.
That's all for my committee report, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
The motion of Honorable Catalonia is now approved. Committee report, Honorable Toralba.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Committee report number 580 from the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization. The subject is the request of the provincial government of Zamboanga, Sibugay for a reclassification of land that was acquired by the provincial government of Zamboanga, Sibugay from specifically lot number 686 PLS 248 with a total area of 96,130 square meters, more or less, which land is embraced in transfer certificate title number T-11 11,699. The request of the provincial government for reclassification from agricultural to institutional land. The remarks and recommendations of the committee to which was referred said request of the provincial government, asked the intervention of the Municipal Planning and Development Coordinator in the person of Engineer Nim Fasi Diputado, and the office of the MPDC acknowledged the said request and wrote in response to the request of the committee that the municipality of Ipil is currently in the process of updating its comprehensive land use plan, or the CLUP, and the request for reclassification has already been noted for inclusion and consideration in the updated plan. This is the response of the Municipal Planning and Development Coordinator, Mr. Chair, and the request of the provincial government was acknowledged. To this, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the committee report from the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization. I submit and so move, Mr. Chair.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Lalon.
That will be all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
There's none. Is
Discussion.
discussion.
Recommendation of the committee. The recommendation of the committee, Mr. Chair, and I will address this to Honorable Ramos. When it comes to the evaluation, especially on land reclassification, we abide and we lay on the wisdom of the MPDC. So the request of the provincial government for reclassification, this is already the second letter, I think, of the provincial government, and we should be, and the committee is so specific, Mr. Chair, as I said, and I would reiterate that we rely on the process of the Municipal Planning and Development Officer in the person of Engineer Nim Fasi Diputado. Ang ilang magong request, sir, for reclassification from agricultural to institutional. So girefer na nako ni dito kay Engineer Nimfa Diputado, and this is the response of the Municipal Planning and Development Coordinator, Mr. Chair. And we will just wait. As what the MPDC had said, that the draft has already been submitted in the DSUD, or the Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development, for review. Dili man to ma-final until such nga mabalik to ang gi-submit that was submitted in the office of the DSUD. So pagbalik ato, and that's the time nga mo finalize ang LGU sa CLUP, the Comprehensive Land Use Plan of this municipality. As what we have inquired, out of 16 municipalities of this province, only the municipality of Naga had an approved CLUP of the province. Ang Ipil, murag duwa pa sa office sa DSUD. It is not us that will finalize. The draft will be submitted before the office of the DSUD, and pagbalik ato mo na to i-receive na to, and that will become final, and the Sangguniang Bayan maay mo finalize atong sa LUP.
Area, that is 9 hectares. I understand that. So in abeyance, pending our approval sa kana kay dili ka grant sa RIC It's not an. Not
Excuse me,
an-
recess 1 minute.
Mo share ko ha, if you were during the workshop. Actu-
Ano? The motion of Honorable Toralba is now approved. Committee report. Honorable Palalon.
Good morning. Committee report numbers 571, 572, 573, 574, 575, 576, and 579. The subjects are the SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Sanito amounting to 1,470,000. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Magdaop amounting to 876,669.90 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Poblacion amounting to 970,985.50 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Taway amounting to 834,929.70 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Kaparan amounting to 386,315.34 pesos. The annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Magdaop amounting to 8,766,699 pesos. And the SK supplemental budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Gituan amounting to 264,297.50 pesos. The remarks and recommendation on the Committee on Appropriation, to which was referred the Barangay and SK annual and supplemental budgets for CY 2025 of the said barangays of this municipality for review, evaluation, and approval. The said barangay and SK annual and supplemental budgets for CY 2025 has been referred to the Local Finance Committee through the Municipal Budget Officer for technical review and preliminary review. After review, it is hereby declared operative in its entirety, effective upon its approval, subject to the posting requirements under Section 59 of RA 7160, and further subject to the conditions cited in the Local Finance Committee review. In the implementation of its budget, the LGU must ascertain adherence to the fundamental principles enumerated in Section 305 of the Code. It is understood that the review action does not authorize any item of appropriation that is specifically prohibited by or inconsistent with provisions of law. The committee hereby recommends for its approval, provided that compliance with the foregoing in the execution of the budget shall be the sole responsibility of the implementing barangay government using the standard guidelines or procedures in the budget execution phase prescribed under the Budget Civil Service laws, budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulations. Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the committee report numbers 571, 572, 573, 574, 575, 576, and 579.
Any second?
Second, Your Honor.
Seconded by Honorable Apid. Objection. If there is none, the motion of Honorable Palalon is now approved.
With that, Mr. Chair, I move to pass for a resolution declaring operative in its entirety of the SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Sanito amounting to 1,470,000 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Magdaop amounting to 876,669.90 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Poblacion amounting to 970,985.50 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Taway amounting to 834,929.70 pesos. The SK annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Kaparan amounting to 386,315.34 pesos. The annual budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Magdaop amounting to 8,766,699 pesos. And lastly, the SK supplemental budget for CY 2025 of Barangay Gituan amounting to 264,297.50 pesos. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Any second?
Second, Your Honor.
Seconded by Honorable Apid. Objection. If there is none, the motion is Honorable Palalon is now approved.
That would be all from Committee on Appropriation. Thank you.
Any more committee report? Since there's no more raising their hand, back to Madam Secretary.
We are now in the business for second reading. We have three. The first one, the ordinance declaring Bayan kung Pinagmulan as official hymn of the municipality still laid on the table. And the two, we have the ordinance adopting the Palinki QR code program to be implemented in this municipality, sponsored by Honorable Catherine Turalba. Discussing mo?
QR code.
Mr. Chair, I move that last regular session to hold in abeyance the said particular ordinance.
Ano pa? Ano pa?
Continue.
Honorable Carlos.
Ah,
This was held in abeyance.
Next session.
Other matter?
Next session. Next session.
Next section.
Item C, we have the ordinance establishing an integrated system to prevent mendicancy in the municipality of Ipil and creating the anti-mendicancy board and providing penalties thereof. Still.
Still.
Okay. We are now on other matters, sir.
Honorable Chair,
Yes.
we are on other matters. This juncture, I move for the suspension of the rules to accommodate a visitor here in person of Princess Jana Alabata, who will represent Ipil's Zamboanga Sibugay in Miss Grand Philippines, paying a courtesy call to this honorable chamber and ask for support. Miss Alabata, you can occupy now the
Inyo anak ko? Hilingan mo?
ikaw ba itong parang pambansa dahil, no?
Yes.
Lon?
Yes po, when I was a kid po.
Grabe.
So, first and foremost, ayong udto sa inyong tanan. Let me introduce myself. I am Princess Jana Alabata, 20 years old. Live at Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, Barangay Lower Taway. So I am here to inform and to tell everybody that I joined Miss Grand Philippines and I was chosen as one of the official candidate for Miss Grand Philippines representing Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. So let me share to you my experience at the same time my advocacy, just a little bit. So I spent most of my life living in a rustic community here in Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, where I realized the reality of life. And it opened my eyes to try different things just to help my family, such as joining barrio pageants, selling different stuff, and playing tennis. And to be honest, one of the reasons why I joined Miss Grand Philippines is that it's not only my dream, but a shared dream of my family, the people of my community, and the people who believes in me. And sharing this experience to you had molded me to be determined and to be resourceful in life. And I know for a fact that I'm out with the beauty standards that we have right now, especially in pageantry. But I know for myself that through my story, my passion and humble heart, I can able to inspire using Miss Grand platform. So my advocacy is having a strong sports system for the youth, since I'm an athlete and I've been started with a program of our government or Ipil Zamboanga, which is the Sport Fest, since 2016, I guess 2015. So it started there when I dreamed to be a national athlete, and now I can able to share that to a bigger platform, which is Miss Grand Philippines. And I'm here to, this day for asking for your support and prayers as as I bring the pride of our municipality in Manila. At the same time, I would like to share to you my schedule. So I have 1 month activity should be started at June 12. June 12, and we have the swimsuit competition at Boracay. At the same time, runway competition in Cebu, and our preliminary competition would be on July 12, and our final night will be, or the final coronation night is July 16 at MOA Arena. So I hope that you will support me through my journey in this pageant. So thank you. Actually, sir, the final competition or the final night would be July 16.
So,
Yes, MOA Arena po. So it's live sa TV, so maybe you can watch then.
so any question?
Yes, you can
Hello?
ask naman po if you have questions.
Ano sana?
Actually, I joined po talaga since I coach Pasarela in Manila. So I coach Binibining Pilipinas candidates at the same time Miss Universe. Since nakita nila yung potential ko in a way, the way I walk in Pasarela and the way I speak then. So they pushed me to join Miss Grand Philippines. And actually may sponsor po ako at the same time team. But of course, since I bring the pride, yun nga, isa rin sa dahilan kung bakit umuwi po ako ay humiya ako ng collaboration with our province or with our municipality rin. Kasi for the posting, at the same time, like the tourism video shoot. So, yun po, isa po yun sa dahilan kung bakit ako bumalik dito sa Ipil to inform that trend.
So, any Kado?
Good morning, Miss Princess.
Good morning.
First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate you ahead for the confidence of joining Miss Grand Philippines. I know it's not an easy journey, but you took the leap, and I wish you very well on this journey. And of course, I will be praying and cheering you to be one of the successful crown princesses. Yes, I think ang isa lang siguro na ko maas, since you will be representing Ipil, have you already naka-courtesy call ka na ba to our mayor? Naka-courtesy call ka na sa ato ang
Wala pa actually, ma'am. So, I thought rin, so I can able to courtesy call here. So, since wala, so I took the chance na lang na sa inyo na lang at first, since hindi ko pa sila nakakausap. But I already talked to Vice Mayor, Mayor. So, siya pa lang yung nakakausap ko. So,
have you coordinated with our tourism officer,
yes, galing po ako doon
si
actually.
Sir JV and
Yes po.
So, what is the pleasure? So, alam na. Pas, data. Refer to any Bungan eh, para maanoan siya.
Mr. Chair, regarding this matter, may we request our Committee on Tourism and Appropriation as to what the LGU can also provide for our representative. She's a national representative. It will also be a pride for Ipil, no, to have a representative.
So, Honorable Toralba, any
Mr. Chair, ang
Yes.
si Mazin man, Uh, uh, on the other hand, I just called recently our municipal budget. Taod-taod, manawag to. Just like we did before sa ato ang mga competitors sa national nga maka-allocate tag funds, not a huge amount but still nga magamit sa ato ang kandidata, no? Kaya, this is our pride. Kay dili tanan bay taw makasulod inana. Grabe yung paghas-has bay anak nila tanan. Taod-taod lang dayhan atong pan. Being the chairperson on the Committee on Appropriation, Mr. Chair, pangitaan ta nagpaagi. No. Basta pangitaag paagi
May
kuan naanay posibilidad na tumagkuanan. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Toralba. Any question? Suggestion? So,
thank you so much. Thank you po.
Thank you very much, Miss Princess, for coming.
coordinate lang kay Consel Pearl. Tuana, tawag na na ron.
Wala na response ang kwan ang ato ang budget office. I requested for 50,000.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Flor?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Toralba.
I would like to request the Honorable Trixie Mil Palalon to do the honor in passing the resolution requesting the local chief executive to allocate the amount of 50,000 to grant the 50,000 as support to Ms. Alabat. At the same time, Anara.
Proceed, Honorable Palalon.
Ako lang sa grant then nasa resolution ni pasa po.
Honorable Palalon.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I move to pass for a resolution supporting Miss Princess Jana Alabata, a resident of Barangay Lower Taway, a proudly Ipilenya, to the Miss Grand Philippines 2025. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Second,
Any
Your Honor.
Then, the motion of Honorable Palalon is now approved. Yes, Honorable Toralba.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this point, Mr. Chair,
Wala pa yung amount.
ako.
Okay, sige na.
Mr.
Proceed.
Chair, I move for a resolution requesting the Honorable Chief Executive, the Honorable Mayor Anamel C. Olegario, to allocate and grant to Miss Princess Jana Alabata, a resident of Barangay Lower Taway, the amount of 50,000 pesos as support to her journey and endeavor in joining the Miss Grand Philippines 2025. I so move and submit, Mr. Chair.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Palalon. The motion of Honorable Toralba is now approved. Thank you kayo. Manula-dula, ramon nagtenis sa natin, no?
Wala nga.
Karon. So, Mr. Flor.
There's no.
Mr. Flor. Proceed. Any other matter?
Sir.
I have other matters.
Sige, sir.
Sige.
Approve na, sir. Wala problema. Sige na, sir. Basahan lang, sir.
So I move to pass a resolution endorsing or supporting resolution number 080-05-2025 of Barangay Veterans Village. A resolution earnestly requesting Honorable Amina F. Pangandaman, Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management, for funding assistance in the amount of 54,446,000 for the construction, concreting of road at Barangay Veterans Village, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, Mindanao. So move, Mr. Chair.
Second, Your Honor.
Seconded by Honorable Bob Chong. Any motion? If there's none, the motion of Honorable Ramos is now approved.
Thank you.
Other matters?
I move to adjourn.
The
Second.
motion of adjournment of Honorable Chairman Ramos is now approved.
Sir, pwede ko mohang yo, Kat? Kay kaning imuhang